Welcome back to Spectrums. Our next guest has always been open to love regardless of race. Please welcome CEO of DAMG and Chill Program, Dante Chestnut. Ooh, now I know why you keep breathing.
I'm good. Thank you.
Yes, you all swap and stuff.
Shouts out to Divert Fashions.
You actually have a lot of different companies that you're heading. Tell us about the businesses that you have.
Well, I'm first blessed to be CEO of DAMG Entertainment. We also have distribution through Universal Music Group and also the Chill Program, which is a 501c3 foundation where we help victims of domestic violence abuse, children who've been abused and neglected, as well as sports, music, and liberal arts programs across the country.
So you've been married to your wife, for a while now. Has all the different businesses that you have, has it ever affected your business, being that people find out, oh, you're in an interracial relationship or intercultural relationship?
No, I don't think so. I don't think it should, and if it does, those are people that we don't want to work with anyway.
Right, exactly, because that's not going to be
not a good look.
So how do you deal with negative reactions from other people due to your relationship or marriage?
Just pray for them and keep moving.
All right, positivity.
Have you dealt with a lot of issues at all?
Well, seen and unseen. I mean, for one, when my wife and I were married, I think we were, I was the only black person there, opposed to my best man. And, none of my family came out to support. It was pretty much just my wife's family and friends. Hey, I didn't matter.
So you heard from our first guest, Nikki, and she said how she felt like the black side was more accepting of interracial relationships, but you obviously experienced the opposite.
Yeah, I mean, I did. I mean, maybe it was a conflict of schedule, but whatever. But hey, but I don't know. And if I just may, too, I was born here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, but I was raised in Mobile, Alabama.
Okay.
And I've marched. I've marched and walked on the same streets as Dr. Martin Luther King. So, and I've also went to school with some of his relatives and stuff like that. So, I believe I'm not living his, through his dream, but I'm just making, the words and the speeches that he spoke coming to fruition today. To just love.
Equality,
yeah,
period.
just
Love,
equality.
it doesn't
period.
matter.
It doesn't matter.
So do you think that your Southern upbringing had to do with the family not coming because of maybe the things that they had gone through with race?
Well, actually, it wasn't my.
South?
Well, it wasn't my family from the South. It was my family that was here, and I have family here too. So, but I got
Did they
support.
migrate from the South and move to Milwaukee? Because a lot do that.
No, well, actually, my father, he left here and moved back to Mobile, Alabama. So I have family in two different places.
I almost wonder if the difference, and you all can kind of help me out, is this was a black man marrying a Caucasian woman. The other situation was a black woman marrying a Caucasian man. And I think that there is more of a stigma, especially with black women, let's just be real about it, and then, seeing them with, seeing a white woman with a black man, Yeah. You think that might have been a cause of it because you were now with a white woman versus?
Probably so. I've
We're not saying it's right or wrong. We're just saying,
maybe so. I mean, I've dated, black women all my life. My first wife was black. My baby's mother's from Senegal, West Africa. So I don't think we'll get no blacker than that. So, but that's right. But it's a love thing. It's not a color thing.
How did you meet Shannon?
Wow, I met Shannon actually the first. Well, let me see. I met her at Applebee's at Midtown.
So you met her at Applebee's, y'all.
At Midtown.
At Midtown.
How long have you guys been together?
About 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah, I've been together 4 years, and actually I met Shannon the same day I caught my first wife being somewhere she didn't have no place being.
Oh,
So,
And that wife was black.
And she was black.
Oh, wow.
So I say, Lord said, well, boy, you done tried everything. Just try me. And I did.
All right. Shannon she's a beautiful woman, sweet spirit. She's very welcoming.
She ain't
and
no
nice.
punk now.
But no, she's just nice.
She's really nice.
She was in Midtown, of course. She ain't no punk.
She's definitely a very nice lady. She's an angel.
That's good.
So do you believe that there is racism or prejudice against people just because they're with someone from a different race?
Yes.
Not necessarily even black and white.
Yes, it is. You know, sometimes people are not comfortable within their own skin, you know, and they don't take risks, and so they don't want, you know, try to step out the box. You know,
I don't know. Sometimes I wonder if there's more of an insecurity when people decide to date outside of their race. You know what I mean? Like, you know, where it Becomes trying to become a little bit of something that maybe you're not to an extent. I'm not saying that, you know, because when it comes down to, I'm human, you're human, you know, but I think that in some situations and circumstances, not all, that I may date a white guy because I don't want to.
Or maybe they just don't identify, you know, sometimes too, because I know I used to catch a lot of flack for the way that I talk now. So even when I was in Madison and like the black boys in Madison, they were like transplants from Chicago and they talk a little bit different. And then I'm talking and they're like, well, you talk white. So they didn't really want to talk to me. So just with the way that I speak, there were white guys. And I mean, it was just kind of more of a comfort thing. And it could be. Right. But that's the same way with some people that are in the interracial relationships. Maybe they're more comfortable with the other person because maybe they're catching it from other people. Maybe people are not as accepting of their own
who they
race.
are.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Their goals may be the same too.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah. You know, because I had a friend, and then we can get right back into it, though, that literally did date people because she was very dark-skinned. And so she never wanted to date another dark-skinned guy or really even a black guy. She wanted to have, so that when and I asked her why, she said because she wanted her children to not look like her.
Whatever. That's sad.
That's deep.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That's insecurity.
Yeah,
that's
self-hatred.
That's beyond. Yeah, that's what that is. That's
Self-hatred.
beyond insecurity.
Yeah.
That's self-hatred.
But people, you know.
But you don't have insecurities.
Right, you don't have insecurities. But we have heard about dark-skinned children growing up, and then they talk about their story, how they used to be called tar baby and all that. So they kind of, you got to be secure.
But you have to learn how to love yourself.
Right.
Don't look outside for love. Even if you get it outside, don't look for it.
I remember us talking over the phone, and you said that you guys don't have children at this point, but you were possibly thinking about adopting, correct?
Yeah.
And if you did, what race or culture do you think?
Or do you even, is that even an option?
It's not,
or consideration, I should say.
But it almost would have to be, right? Because you can just, I don't know anything about adoption. You can just say, I just want a child.
Yeah, because you've seen the little black kids that are adopted by white parents. You know what I mean? Like and the white
but they
families.
can choose. But I'm saying they choose. They want a black kid.
Some, you know, depending on.
So what is your?
Yeah, we'll go.
What is
Come on,
my
you gotta jump on in.
We'll go. Have children you're looking to adopt. What are the things or qualifications that you're looking for with a child?
Or is it
certain
a
age,
baby?
certain anything?
A baby.
Okay.
You don't mind if it's like if it's a 10-year-old kid or
No, it's a baby.
I would like to, you know, raise a baby.
A baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
and it doesn't matter what
9 months
race.
on. Nope, doesn't matter.
Oh wow! So are you guys thinking about adopting anytime soon, or?
I don't know, maybe the next 3 to 5 years, something like that. You know.
So before you leave, what do you want people to take from this interview?
You know that love has no color. You know, and once we get over that hurdle as a people, the world will be a better place to live in.
You're right.
Awesome.
Okay, well, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. Thank
you. Welcome back to Spectrums. Please help us welcome our next guest, the wife of our last guest. Please welcome Shannon Chestnut, business owner of Swag Entertainment and president of DAMG.
Yes. All right.
Hello, how are you?
Wonderful.
Shannon, hi. Hi, sweet Shannon.
Hello.
Yes. I know, and I just said that, you know, when we were talking to your husband, and I was just saying you're so sweet and nice, but you're very welcoming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like you said, you hold your own, and it wasn't anything like black or white. You just jump on
Just
in.
Shannon, yeah.
Just be Shannon, and that Shannon.
Shannon, answer to whatever.
Shannon, girl. Don't be surprised when I see you like, hey, Shannon.
It's okay.
We asked the question to your husband, and I'm just going to ask it again because there's always two perspectives. Now, Mr. Chestnut said that that he's never ran into any real issues with you guys doing business together. Have you had a different perspective on things, or?
There's always going to be people, I think, that feel that way, but I think when we encounter people, I put it out there. I'm not one to hide who I'm married to, hide who I'm with, and if they can't accept it, if it's something that's a problem, we kind of cut it off at the pass before it even becomes a problem. So that's probably why we don't deal with a lot of people that have an issue, because if I start to see you have an issue,
it's cut before it even
What do you think the issue could possibly be, just because you're married to someone
you know,
you love?
it was interesting to listen to you guys say, is it a comfort thing that people get with someone from another race? Because I feel that some people are uncomfortable because they're insecure. Maybe they're afraid to try it themselves. Maybe they're afraid to open the door and see what might happen. Afraid of rejection, afraid of whatever. So sometimes I think that might be the issue.
Scared they might like it.
Right.